What's the deal? God damn. Welcome back, folks. I mean, we got, of course, Big Papa over here across the way. Me, I'm your boy Salt. You already know what time it is. And we're back for another one. Shit. Are we not being consistent right now? God damn it. Are we not being consistent? This is like 2 weeks in a row. We're on a motherfucking roll, baby. We're on a roll.
Hey. What's it say? What's the lyrics? That's like hit it once, I'm gonna call you back. Hit it twice. Hit it 3 times, I'm gonna wife her up. What's that?
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's magic stick, I think.
Yeah.
I got the magic stick. I don't know if I can hit once, I can hit twice. I hit the baddest chicks. Sure, you don't believe me, and come with me tonight.
I'm gonna look
and
up.
I'll show you bad. Oh, that's another one. I know what you're talking about.
No, that's another one. I don't know.
Yeah. I think I know what you're talking about, but doesn't.
I'm pull it up though.
It's not coming to mind right now. Yeah, man. So I've while you cooked that up, I was crushing a bottle of vino with some friends, whatnot.
Oh,
trying to plot and scheme on how to get out of their lease early. Oh my god. Oh man, I was like, you know what? You cannot WebMD your way out of the situation. You know what I'm saying? So what their thing was like, you know what? We want to get out of our lease early because we want to move to another place that's available. I was like, okay, yeah, sure.
Is this?
Oh, some friends down in San Diego.
Oh,
and I was like, okay, well, bet, well, shit, like, okay, like, so did you talk to like the management? So like, yeah, but they're pushing back. They're saying like, probably not. And I was like, well, I mean, like technically, like you are under contract. You gotta kind of like do the things. They like, well, no. Hold on a second. Like we went on YouTube, and on YouTube, this guy was saying that, if there's any safety issues or whatever, we should be able to just walk away. And we're being more than reasonable by giving them 3 months of rent ahead of time and this, that, and the third. I was like, well, yeah, but I mean, like you're still under contract. So my thing was like, I was telling them, long story short, I was like, listen, if you're gonna go to war, at least have your fucking strategy intact, like be ready,
Wow.
So I was like, why don't you talk to an actual lawyer to make sure you actually have a case before you start talking about these folks are in breach of contract, and then you start going in that way. Because if you show up and all you did, like people go on WebMD all day,
now,
right? I'm showing symptoms.
Mm-hmm. Is this the leasee or the leaser?
Leasee.
Well, unfortunately for them in California, the laws protect the leasee more than 100%. The leaser. Yeah, so.
No, yeah, 100%. And that's why I was like, you know what? I was like, yes, you probably have a valid case, no doubt. Like, you can probably get up out of this bad boy, no problem, because, you should, like, there's squatters that sit there for years and nobody can touch them. And all they had was that they paid one electric bill, and then, they claim that they live there. And these people will sit there, and the owner is just screwed. You can't just boot people out. You can't sprinkle some crack on and keep it pushing. You can't do any of that stuff.
That's when I start burning places down for the insurance money. Fuck it.
Shit, absolutely. Strike a match. That's it. That's what we said in. I think it was what was it? The Goodfellas. He's just like, so what do? You light a match. You burn the joint. Oh, absolutely. Shit. So I don't know. I told him, like, I think you have a case, but I was like, make sure you got your ducks in a row before you start going in on these folks. I mean, more than likely they're not going to want to touch you. Nobody wants to get tied up in litigation all day. So I was like, just make sure you get right, and then push, do your thing. So we'll see how it plays out. Whatever.
So I found that song real quick.
Oh yeah, which one was it?
It's No Limit by G-Eazy.
Ah, okay.
If I hit it one time, I'm a piper. If I hit it 2 times, then I'd like her. If I hit it 3 times, I'm a wifer. And I'm not a white rapper, so I'll just stop right there.
I think, is that what ASAP? That's what ASAP, right?
Yep. Yeah.
And like Nicki Minaj, I think I think they're on there.
Maybe.
I don't know. I know exactly what. I know that sounded familiar. Yeah. Those are good rules to live by for sure.
So check this out.
Those are definitely rules to live by.
You're
getting fancy.
Crawling up the side.
Oh, it's a little chalice action. Is that some Game of Thrones shit?
No, Mama got me that custom. And I have no idea where she got it or what it represents, other than the fact that she knows I like skulls and The Nightmare Before Christmas and wine.
100%.
And while I'm at it, I'll show you what I'm sipping here. Tonight's episode. I don't know why I always do that. I just find it humorous. Tonight's episode brought to you by Carnivore Bourbon Barrel Aged Cabernet Sauvignon.
Oh, okay. A little cab action. Also got a gold label. Okay, Carnivore. Stepping your game about that Carnivore.
Hey,
is that what you got
that. I would like to answer that question. Yes. Yes.
I've been sipping too.
Yes, Mr. President. That is exactly
Riesling.
what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah, I crushed a bottle of Riesling, and it's kind of got me ready to go. I'm leaving for Germany tomorrow, so I guess Riesling is kind of appropriate for tomorrow's.
There you go.
Push.
Where are you headed in Germany?
Stuttgart. Stuttgart. You know what I mean?
Nice. You been
Go
out
out
there
there and do
before?
some Christmas market. Yeah, actually. Went out there in September.
Okay.
Went to the Porsche Museum. It was pretty cool. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Nice little downtown area. But now, like I heard the Christmas market was popping. We were there for like around the Oktoberfest time frame. So everybody's getting prepped for that. So now the Christmas market time, I like Germany, the Christmas markets and all that. They go hard in the paint out there.
You ever take the train?
The Glühwein. Oh yeah.
Did that train have you feel like you're driving through or rolling on the tracks through Narnia?
Man, yeah. But it was never actually snowing though. It was just cold, but it wasn't like snowing. Like when I was out there like last December, like I just assumed that place is just covered in this snow everywhere, but it was still looking like fall, and there was no snowfall. So I was like, okay, like whatever. But it was nice, man, Germany's beautiful. Especially the further east you go. Like I was in Bavaria, and I was like, I could do this. This isn't bad at all. It's beautiful out there, absolutely amazing. The only issue I had out there in Germany was the fucking bees. Everywhere I went to eat, I was getting assaulted by these. They look like sand bees, like bees everywhere. So I actually Googled it. And I went on there.
First of all, back up, rewind. What is a sand bee?
I don't know. It's like a bee that I've seen near the sand.
Have you seen those fucking sandworms?
Like a Tremors movie? That type of sandworm?
Yeah. Have you seen that shit?
That's not real.
Yo. Yes,
have you seen Tremors?
It is.
Have you seen Tremors?
Yeah, I've seen
that movie, the Kevin Bacon Tremors?
De Antoine.
And you were saying that shit's real.
I'm not saying they're that fucking big, but I did see a video the other day. This dude's got like a fish, and he's holding it down on the sand. He cut the tail of it off, so there's a little blood. Mm-hmm. He's like wiping it on the sand, and this little fucking bug just pops out. And the dude knew what he was getting into, so he had some big ass fucking pliers. And as soon as that thing like wrapped up onto the fish, it was only about 2 inches long. He grabbed the head of it with the pliers, and he pulled out a 4-foot-long monster fucking sandworm. Thing was that big around.
Absolutely
4 feet fucking long.
Mm-mm.
I was like, what?
Where was this at? Was this in America?
It was in Oceanside.
Well, it's time for me to vacate. It's time for me to vacate. I'm not playing these goddamn games.
Where are you gonna go?
Shit.
I don't know. It was probably in fucking Australia, if I'm being honest. But
you know what? That doesn't surprise me, man. So Australia is beautiful. It's outstanding. However, that place feels like it's trying to kill you in every way, shape, or form, man.
Everything.
There's moths and butterflies, the fucking snakes, the ants. Everything's trying to kill you. Even the air, the sky is trying to kill you because the ozone is burnt the fuck up, and the radiation's getting through. Like the rays are getting through. Like Australia is hardcore, man. Like the people are built on another level.
Ain't enough. They got cutely, cuddly, fucking creatures over there that with one fucking kick to the chest,
game over. Yeah,
you're done.
Shit's got jujitsu skills.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And claws what the hell's going for hands,
and a baby that came out in a pouch that does the same type of damage.
It's a modern day. It's a cuddly raptor. That's what it is.
100%.
It's a raptor
100%.
with fur.
I don't like it. Did you know that koalas can give you? I think it was like syphilis.
Who's out here fucking a koala?
And I would like to know that.
Who's out here? Look,
monkeys give you AIDS. Koalas give you syphilis.
I heard of these furries, but that's taking it to a new level, okay?
Oh, 100%.
Let them live in peace.
Little pink joint comes out, and someone's like, "Oh,
look." All I'm gonna say is, if you're partaking in such things, you deserve syphilis, okay? You deserve it,
man. All on your mouth.
You deserve to be on fire, constant.
Gross again.
I'm just saying.
Man. So here's a good segue. Speaking of gross, did you see that score of that Thursday night football game? The Raiders and Chargers? Man, smackdown. Them boys dropped like almost 40 points in the first half, 40-0. Chargers getting smoked. It was like 50-something, 56, I think, to 7 before I left. And I was like, this game's over.
That doesn't surprise me. I mean, it's the fucking Chargers.
I was like, God.
I mean, the Raiders aren't having a good year, but still.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I was like, well, shit, at least try to play some football, gentlemen. But you know what, though? Like, I guess, Herbert wasn't playing. So offensively, Chargers were like struggling. But you know what? That's what happened with my Jets. We don't have a quarterback either. Ours went down 4 plays into the fucking season.
Well, I mean,
somehow, some way, we got smoked a couple games too.
If it was 56-53, then I'd be like, oh, okay, offense or whatever, 56-27. You know what I mean? Like, okay, whatever. But clearly your fucking defense didn't show up either.
Man, Dookie. Straight up Dookie. I was like, yeah, let's see what it is now. It's 63-21 right now.
God.
That was the final, 63-21. So it was 21-0 first quarter, another 21-0 second quarter, 14-7 third quarter, and then the Chargers 14-7 in the last quarter. But that was because they were probably deep on their fucking depth chart in Oakland or Vegas.
Yeah.
And they smoked them boys. So, yeah, trash. Absolute trash.
Speaking of smoking,
again.
the word of the day is segue. And I ain't talking about the one you scoot around on.
Oh, yeah, the two-wheeler.
So I'm about to light this bad boy up.
Oh, wait, what is that?
Take a guess. You're familiar.
Oh, is that a Davidoff?
No.
No, that's what is that?
It's an RP.
Oh, okay. Which one?
Series Alpha.
Series Alpha.
Limited reserve.
You know what I thought was funny?
It's actually one of the ones you gave me.
Oh.
Segue. I'm doing it again. Speaking of things you gave me.
What is it? Oh, shit. Yeah. Well, indeed, happy birthday. Belated, indeed.
Yeah.
But,
the only issue I have.
Yes.
Ain't no fucking fluid in this thing. How am I supposed to
There is not. And you know what? And I thought about that as I was giving it to you. And I was like, because I ran out of butane. And it's been on my list of things to buy for the last 2 weeks now because I meant to fill it up and give it to you. Just use the Flint. I'm pretty sure that'll get it going. Oh, man. Yeah. I was like, I should fill this thing up. And then I just never got butane.
You know what? Joe would really appreciate it. You know what? On second thought, fuck Joe.
Shit. Too funny, man.
Like that's the best kind of gift. When people give you a gift, but then you got to go invest in your own shit to make it work.
It's like you get a gift and it's like it requires AA batteries and it's like so where's the batteries?
Here's 160.
Thanks for the vibrator.
Yeah, here's 160,000. Here's $160,000 Porsche. You got to pay for the insurance and no gas.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
This is bullshit.
Use this trash fucking lighter.
Oh man, flame is a flame. Yeah, man. Yeah, when you do get some butane in there, it'll be great.
Give me about 2025. I'll get this bad boy lit. Don't worry about it.
Oh man, shit, man. Yeah, man. So yeah, fucked up football. But when does the NCAA playoffs begin? Is that next week?
The first.
Oh shit, I got some. That's crazy to me. And I've never really agreed with that. That you have to, they wait 3 weeks, almost a month to start playing football again.
Yeah.
In the meantime, you've lost all that momentum. And granted, there's pros and cons, right? Guys can heal up, all that stuff, but you kind of lose that rhythm. Sitting for a month, and then you got to go back to hardcore hitting again. It's kind of crazy.
There's a lot.
For me, I'd rather just keep it going. I mean, like I said, it's good for some folks. It's crappy for, I think, as a team, because I think everyone's kind of like, how do you stay in that zone? Especially if you had good momentum going into the playoffs or going into, that championship game that'll put you into the playoffs, So, yeah, all that hype, just get it over with,
Yeah, I think it'd be fun to see the momentum, but at the same time, I think to your point, I mean, you get a month off to study tape, study the upcoming teams, You kind of know what they got to bring. You get to get your unhealthy guys healthy, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Hopefully,
get everybody recovered and get them as close to 100 as possible before you go to the show.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think it should be good. I'll probably watch. It's like the only time I actually watch college football, so see how it goes down.
This is just embarrassing at this point. Like, I can't.
Yeah.
The punch was nice, though. Nice little punch hole there.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thought you're gonna go guillotine. You mean?
I used the only part of that lighter that is usable right now.
Indeed. But I gave you two things.
You
I
did.
gave you the lighter,
you know
and then
what?
I gave you a guillotine.
You know what? And I'd be remiss if I didn't advertise that too, because honestly, it is very nice, and I certainly appreciate it. And the style,
no batteries included.
The style matches my wine glass that I'm drinking out of.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at the bottom there.
Oh snap! Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man,
look at that. It's all
I'm
coming
styling
together
over here, man. I appreciate
it's all
it.
coming together. Yeah. Outstanding.
So you you coming up for Christmas?
We'll see. I still haven't bought any tickets yet. Today did not go according to plan.
I need you to buy some tickets because
I do.
I'm making plans that involve you, whether you're here or not.
Understood. Yeah, I need to figure that part of my life out. Yeah, I'll let you know. If people were under the assumption that I was going to be home, and I'm not going to be home, so I'm hoping that by the time I get back from overseas, things that were sent to me are here, so that I can bring them inside the crib, and they don't sit outside for the next month hanging out.
Somebody down there that can move your stuff inside for you?
Negative. So it's kind of like where that is, but we'll see. I'm gonna play it by ear. You know what I mean? For the most part, people should not. I have cigars coming too. I had to buy some new ones. Yeah.
I got it lit. So we're good.
Yeah. So hey, yeah, we'll see. I mean, the goal is to definitely. I want to definitely check out the prices though out there and see how that's going. And I wanted to pull the trigger on that today, and I just got. I mean, today was not. Did not go the way according to plan 100%. That part of it didn't get done, amongst other things. So.
My days never do.
Yeah, and tomorrow we'll see how that flows before I get up out of here. But
what time are you leaving?
Yeah, getting off the ground at 2:30, 14:30.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Indeed. Yeah. So yeah, because quiet hours and all that blah 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 out there. So, but yeah, it should be good.
Well, hey, get back to Germany and Europe. And the things that we partaketh in when we're over there. What's your drink? I mean, let's just start in Germany, right? Let's go around Europe a little bit. Like, what's like your drink preference in Germany? Do you go beer because it's the thing to do? Is there a German wine? Where are you at?
Okay, so right now, Christmas markets, I want Glühwein. Period. Glühwein out the gate. On a regular, normal type of day out there.
So for people who may not know what Glühwein is, I make it every single year. I have it in a crock pot. It's always staying warm, So explain what it is.
It's just muddled wine, right? I think you spice it however you want. Some people put a little cinnamon or whatnot in there, but it's just muddled wine, warmed wine. They give you like a little boot. You know what I'm saying? It'll be like some commemorative ceramic joint. You know what I mean? Yeah, a little ceramic little boot. Yep. Still tiny little joint. And what they do out there is like you go like 5 to the little
of them inside at the bar.
Yeah, I've been like collecting these bad boys because they're like these little cute little boots, right? But like what they do is like you go up to the guy up there and be like, hey, I want some Glühwein. Okay, cool. And you give them like a 20 euro or something like that. They'll take your coin, they'll hold on to it, and that kind of like rents you the shoe, the cup. and then they'll keep filling it up. You just pay for every time they fill it up, and you can either keep the little commemorative cup that says 2024 Christmas market, whatever, or you can turn it back in and get your coin back, get your little bit of euro back. So for me, I just walk away. I keep the damn boot. You know what I mean? Like, and now I got a nice little collection now from various Christmas markets. So last year I went to one, and it was because it's 23 now. So yeah, they had no 2022 boots. They had 2021, and I was like, I'm not paying full price, and like something like a few euro, right? Like, I'm not paying for this boot because you give me old ass shit. You guys are just trying to get rid of it. So he's like, yeah, I understand. Here, you can just you can just take it. And he gave me my little coin back. Like, can I get two? He's like, don't get. I was like, understood. I appreciate that. Good looking now. But yeah. So yeah, they were using old stuff, man. I was like, boo. So yeah, I'm get another one this time around. And I'm gonna try to bring back some Steins too. I'm gonna try to find like some little mini Steins or whatnot and bring them back for some folks, and that'll be like
if you find one that looks pretty fucking tough, like
a mini Stein or like a massive Stein,
like a man Stein.
Oh, okay, some grown shit.
You find something tough, like hook a brother up.
Okay,
yeah,
keep an eye out. Yeah, I brought back one the last time I was out there.
I want one with the fucking lid on it and everything too, man.
Oh, 100%. Oh yeah, the proper one.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I didn't, for me, I always looked at Steins as being something that you just put just beer in, right? Because that's all I really knew for them. But I looked it up, and I was like, people are putting coffee in there. They're putting all kinds of drinks in there. And I'm thinking it would like mess up the design on the outside, But I guess the ceramic, it's durable for any liquid. I was like, people put coffee in there.
Just make sure you hand wash it.
Yeah. Don't throw in the dishwasher. Don't do that. You know what's funny? As many Steins as I've bought, I don't have one myself. I don't have one. You would think that I did, but I don't. I stopped buying stuff.
I can relate to that. I provide a life for 3 other humans outside of myself, and yet I have no life myself.
Man, just grinding. That's about it.
Daddy, how come you're always gone? Well,
do you like to eat? Huh? Do you like this roof above your head? Do you like having fun?
And these kids, not here? Man, they're growing so damn fast. I'm like, there's no such thing right now as like, I'm gonna buy you a pair of shoes to last you the next year. No, because they gotta have flip flops. They gotta have slippers. They gotta have cowgirl boots. They gotta have dress boots. They gotta have tennis shoes. They gotta have the fucking Skechers or the Converse Chucks or what. Like they just.
It's crazy.
And then 6 months later, they're like, "Daddy, my shoes hurt," and I'm like, "All right, well, so spend another $500 on fucking shoes."
Yeah.
But I also do it because I enjoy it, and you know that. Like, I love spoiling my kids,
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also like real quick to like. Sorry, I'm going off on a tangent right now, but like real quick to like snap when I'm looking around at all the things. Like I did tonight, right? Like we're decorating the Christmas tree, I think my wife may have been in a mood, which never helps.
It's like, maybe.
Yeah, so, and then, I'm like, hey, well, here's the thing. Y'all keep helping Mama, and I'm going to go cook dinner and get the dishes done and do all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, no sooner, I swear my kids just think, like, if I'm not in eyesight, if they can't see me, that I must not be there, right? Because as soon as I walk out of a room, they start fucking acting up. And I'm like, I need y'all to understand. Like, I ask you to do one thing, and it's something fun. Help Mama decorate the house.
Simple.
And you're like, Dad, but Dad, and she did, and I'm like, I don't care. Daddy gives 0 right now. I'm in here making you guys dinner, doing dishes. We got Christmas music on. Why am I having to get loud right now to get you little people to understand? We took you guys to get ice cream earlier, which we never do during the week, ever. but it just seemed like a day to spoil the kids. And then they acted fucking spoiled, and it just kind of ruined the whole fucking thing. So now Daddy's half a bottle deep on whiskey, smoking a cigar, talking to Uncle Salt about it.
You made me do this.
You made me do this.
Read us a story, Dad. Absolutely not. Go to bed, goddammit. I'm a bottle in.
I was all about cuddling up with my wife and watching Eat, Pray, Love and eating popcorn.
Yeah, good movie. Yeah,
I've actually never seen it, but the point is,
it's a good flick. Yeah.
I was going to be okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm out getting liquored up, trying to forget this night even happened. Like, yay, fucking Christmas.
Delete this.
Let me go order some more fucking presents from Santa. I don't even get the credit. Isn't that the bullshit? Like, Santa gets the credit. It's garbage.
Absolutely. Yeah, this big fat dude doesn't even work out. He just hands out gifts that he didn't make. I mean, guy's a thief. It's a motherfucking thief. I mean, you know what? I saw on Netflix, I was up late yesterday watching this crazy movie called Leave the World Behind. Very interesting flick. I feel like it's a slow burn. Keeps you on the edge, and then you kind of find out at the end, like, oh, that's what it's about, huh? Interesting.
Anybody?
Ethan Hawke, Julia Roberts, and I'm gonna jack this dude's up. Marsala. Man, damn it. Known guy. I can't. I don't know if you've seen. So he was in Moonlight. Pretty sure he was in that. He was in True Detective, the last season of that. The black dude. I keep jacking the dude's name up. You know what I mean? I'm gonna look at him right now. However, interesting flick. Very interesting movie. Like I said, slow burn for sure. Let me see. Leave the World Behind. Boom. Let me what's this dude's name? It's here we go. Mahershala Ali. Mahershala Ali. That's the dude. I keep jacking this dude's up. If you saw him, you'd know him. It's this guy right here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Great actor. But yeah, I mean his name's like, I mean, it's like M. Night Shyamalan, right? I kept calling that guy Shyamalan for years. Until I actually took the time to be like, Shyamalan. Okay. Say it again. Shyamalan. And I might be jacking it up now. Who knows? You know, this is according to what I saw.
Calling somebody the wrong name, and then you finally look at their name and how it's spelled, and you're like, I've seriously been fucking this up. Like,
100%. It's like lyrics to a song.
Like I wasn't even
It's like lyrics to a song.
Yeah. Oh my God.
You're just like, hope you put a capital again. He's like, oh, is that what he's saying? But then you're like, that's wrong because what I said it was better.
Yeah.
I'll be tearing people's names up sometimes, man. I'm like, oh snap, get out of here. That was your name. Okay, my bad.
My youngest little girl, she heard that Morgan Wallen track last night, and the lyrics are, last night we let the liquor talk, and for whatever reason she's just skipping around the house. She's like, last night we ate the liquor walk, and I was like, we ate the liquor walk. We ate the liquor. What? Are you what? It's like, I know, I just say it wrong because I think it's funny. I'm like, what are the actual words? She's like, last night we ate the liquor walk. Just, you know what, kid, get out of here, man.
It's like, I don't care about the lyrics, Dad. Yeah. I do it my way. She's gonna grow up and be like grown as hell and be like, oh snap, I've been singing it wrong the whole time. And didn't even know what the true lyrics meant.
That little kid is definitely going to be her own person, man. She is a powerhouse. She literally and figuratively skips to her own beat. I mean, just does her thing. You can say her name 3 fucking times, and she might get back to you.
Leave a message, damn it.
Yeah. If it's worth it, I'll hit you back. If it ain't, I'm doing me. Like this little kid, man.
Shit.
These babies.
Yeah.
Anyway,
what else did I see on there yesterday?
Mm-hmm. We was talking about countries to drink in.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
It don't matter. All right, we covered Germany, Glühwein. Let's go to Greece. I'm trying to avoid some of the more obvious ones, Greece. France and champagne and Italy and wine.
Yeah, man.
You ever had
Greece,
Uzi?
Man?
Or Ouzo?
I've had Ouzo, I had that. But when I was out there, they tore me up on Rocky. That rocked my whole world, man. I didn't know what I was getting into.
What? You're
think
right.
about it was
Rocky.
yeah.
Rocky's
I
in
think
Greece.
the Turkish version
Uzo
is the
Turkish.
Uzo.
That's
yeah.
right. That's right. Yeah.
But that Rocky, I'm talking everywhere I went. Hey, my friend, you want a free shot of Rocky? I was like, yeah. And then one turned into like, I lost track. I don't know. All I remember is I'm walking through the streets and I'm like in a zone. You know what I'm saying? It's a little blurry around the edges. And I'm like on straight up autopilot. And I know I'm on autopilot. And I'm going to this one particular place in Crete. I go into this like strip club called Medusa's. And I remember just being in there. And I was just like, what is happening? Like I sat down on like this plush couch and everything is just like, and I was like the even like the females, like the workers in there looked like a house of mirrors. I was like, what is happening here? And all night it was just that. And then so I crashed, pass out. Next day, recording. Like I remember points, but I was like, where were we? Like, oh, we're walking through the city. I'm like, I've never been here before. Like, no, we were like just here like last night. Get out of here. Like I remember this part, but I don't remember how we got here to like this part. And that Rocky, like that after like that, the hangover.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm scared of Rocky to this day. I'm scared of Rocky. Because it was just abundant. Like they would just give me like a drink and then I would sit there and next thing you know, they're like offering me food. And they're like, hey, you want some more Rocky? I'm like, well, shit, yeah. I was like, this is like on the house. They're like, yeah, just come chat. Yo, they ruined me. Day one. Couldn't handle it.
Damn.
But I want to do it again. One day. But I'm become prepared.
What's like the most like, I guess like you wake up the next day and you're just like, fuck me. What happened?
Man,
but not like what happened, but like people are filling in the gaps and you're like, no, not never happened.
Yeah. Well, I think the worst next day I've ever had. You and I were in Hollywood and it was Halloween. And now granted, I stopped recording, right? I don't remember doing some of the things that was told to me the following day. However, apparently, I think I completely shut down after tipping that bottle of Grey Goose back and thinking I'm that type of a guy that can handle that.
You didn't just do that once.
See,
you tipped it back a couple times.
No business doing it, and nobody looked out for me. So my thing is, what I do remember is the next day, waking up, eyes opened, wanting to get up, but I couldn't. Body paralyzed. I mean, like frozen. I was like, what is going on? And I'm trapped in my head. I'm like this blinking head, right? Body paralyzed. I'm like, oh my God. And then I remember shoulders started twitching. I was like, okay, cool. We got a little bit of something. We're moving now. I was like, okay, bet. I got the other one moving. Like, okay, cool. And I was like, okay, like we're breathing. Okay, cool. I was like, okay, can we move our toes? So they try to wiggle the toes. So next thing you know, I'm moving the toes. I'm like, okay. So slowly but surely, I'm turning things on one by one. And then I remember like I'm stuck. I'm upstairs and like we're in like this suite. And I'm upstairs. I'm like, I need water. Like I'm dehydrated and I need water. I need to go to the bathroom, but I'm like, I can't move. So, and I'm trying to, I kid you not, I threw myself out of the bed. And the way I was moving just to get down the stairs, I don't know how I actually did it, but to me to this day, it reminds me of DiCaprio when he was on Ludes.
I was gonna say the
Wolf on Wall Street. Man,
that was me. Fuse.
Yeah, but there was no like perfect getting to anything. Like there was none of that. It was just pure misery of me sliding down the stairs, like butt first, like a little kid, trying to get down there so I don't die, and then opening the door and slithering my way to the front desk and being like, I need some Gatorade. And the guy was like, thank you so much. and luckily, like in one of my pockets, in my ass pocket, I had my wallet. And I was like, hey, and I still said charge it to the room. And the guy did that. And then I slid. I'm talking like I'm not standing up. I had to pull myself up and I'm talking to this guy. And I was like, I need liquid like now. And so now, Brandon, before I made that happen, I did stick my head. I thought about it, sipping out the toilet because it was there and it was convenient. However, I did not do that. I made it to the sink, poured it from one of those cups, sipped out of there. From the sink though, it wasn't from the toilet. It was from the sink.
But you were almost willing though. You were like,
listen, I was desperate. I was like, I need something because I'm like, this is like bad. This is bad, and I need to start getting on this road to recovery. You know what I mean? Because I think it took me a while to get, because we ended up going to that Saddle Ranch joint, but it took me a while just to get to the, just to get functional enough to make that thing happen, man. I was like, I was like, what the fuck did I do? And then when you guys started telling me, well, yeah, and you over here drinking all this vodka, I was like, oh my God, blackout juice. Shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that at all. You know what I mean? There's certain things about the clear liquors that I know now. I mean, I've been known this, right? But I didn't realize vodka was part of like the banned list. You know, soju, vodka, blackout juice. Not my thing. I could do cognacs.
I've seen you go through like 5 bottles of soju though.
Indeed. I'm not saying that's right. I'm not saying that's right, baby. I'm not saying that's right at all. You know what I mean? I have no business doing that. Slap my goddamn hand. You know what I'm saying? At least pair it with a bottle of water. I'm trying to tell you that shit. If I get into like a zone, especially ammo bowl type stuff, it's autopilot, and I really don't sometimes know. You know what I'm saying? To this day, one of the worst situations I ever had was in Tokyo. You know what I'm saying? And for me, I tell people too, I remember I'm on my way to Roppongi, and guys, we're over sipping. Guys like, oh, hey, here, have some of this. I was like, you know what? What is that? Oh, it's a little bit of, it's a little bit of punch. It's like, what's in that punch? Because the thing about
they call it a Jeffrey.
I was like, well, I don't want that Jeffrey. Who can be
scared of a Jeffrey?
Yo, I was like, is there soju in there? He's like, nah. And I go and I have some of that. He's like, yeah, there was some soju in there. I was like, oh my God, like, don't you tell that's like blackout juice for me, man. But like, I'm not gonna do too much. Just gonna chill. And I was like, and then after a while, I'm getting to a flow. I was like, I can handle it. It's no big deal. I can handle the soju. So I had one. Then I had another one. And then next I had another one. And then I was like, I need to stop. I'm gonna switch it up. But I think the damage was already done. You know what I'm saying? The damage was already done. Now I'm on chew high. I mean, I'm going hard in the paint. And I remember now there was flashes of magic, right? And when I say magic, that means me recording and then turning it back off. Recording, turn it back off. So I remember like
just checking in, and I don't like this. We're off again.
Yeah, 100%. And sometimes I wanted to keep recording, but there was, I think I was blacking out because I was about to do something stupid and I had no business doing it, right? So like there was, in particular, I remember walking to this place, it was like this Brazilian joint.
We're gonna click on for the highlight reel real quick. Like, oh shit! We don't want to see how this ends. Click.
Turn it off. Turn
it back on. Oh, we're still alive. Do it again. Click.
Put your shirt on, damn it. No.
No.
Yo, I'm trying to tell you, we were in gas panic, and we went. I'm talking. There's all these beautiful ladies running around, whatnot. There's like this Brazilian joint, and I remember like we had walked in there, it was dead. So we went to this other spot, kept going, doing all the things, and I remember now when I started zoning out, right? And I came back we're back in the Brazilian joint. And I remember seeing there's ladies up there on the bar dancing. Gorgeous ladies. I was like, oh, okay, remember. Turned off. Then I turned back on. I'm walking down the stairs. We're going to this place called Gas Panic. I'm like, hey, turned off. And then turned back on. I was eating a doner kebab on the corner of the street. There's like this like TGI Fridays. And I was like, okay, bet. I was talking shit. Turned off. And then when I turned back on, it was the next morning. I'm laying on my bed like this. I wake up. There's a fish fillet sandwich in my face. And I was like, when did I go to McDonald's? And who took care of me? There's a fish fillet. So immediately I grab, take it off the wrapper. I'm like, And then now I don't know what's going on, right? And I get up, I get ready, and I leave the hotel. And they're like, hey, Salt, what's happening? And I'm like, hey, what's happening, baby? And it's like, man, we had a hell of a time. It's like, you know what? Could you fill me in on some of the things that happened? And I told them, like, what happens? Like, shit, you don't remember getting up on the bar? Like, when did I get up on the bar? He was like, oh man, you were quick. You stepped up on the stool. You got up with them ladies. You're out there, boom, boom, boom. You were like having a blast. Everybody was trying to get you to take your shirt off.
Trying to sing karaoke with your butt.
Man, well, I don't think I went there, man. Luckily, that didn't become a thing.
Not that I've ever seen you do that before.
And I was up on the bar. Like, yeah. Then I guess I went down into the Gas Panic. Had a blast, dancing, doing my thing. And then basically that continued on. I walked 4 flights of stairs, and like, because in Tokyo there's like this McDonald's. I don't know if it's still there. There's a McDonald's, like multiple levels, and I walked all the way up, ordered like 3 cheeseburgers and some other stuff, saved the fish fillet, walked back downstairs, and then I went and had a doner kebab. You know what I'm saying? Had somebody hold the fish fillet for me, and then ultimately, and this is like all happening.
Hold my fish sandwich.
Yeah, as I eat some other food that I probably have no business eating. I mean, and then usually like around like almost noon the next day is when we make it back. And so yeah, they were like, yeah, then we took you back. I was like, damn, I missed like a lot. That was like a wild night. Man.
I laugh so hard at this story because everything about it is just very very much the definition of just any night out with us. It's just kind of how it goes. Dude, I remember I was down in San Diego and I went out responsibly to do some day drinking, right?
Absolutely.
I'm like, hey, because, like in my mind, let's do the damage during the day and still get a full night's sleep.
100%.
I didn't make it till 5 p.m. And I woke up in my own bed, thank God, at like 8 p.m. and did one of the most disgusting things I've ever done in my entire life. I looked over and on my nightstand was like there was like a little bit of bread and just like a fucking roll of fucking turkey meat and cheese that clearly I had attempted to eat. But now it's 8 o'clock at night, and I'm like, I'm fucking hungry.
Meat.
Fucking ate it. God, so to this day, I'm just like, I don't know that I'll ever eat a fucking turkey sandwich ever again in my life. But dude, what did me so dirty though? You talk about vodkas. Fucking, we were having mimosas, or I thought we were having mimosas. This nice little brunch place down on the water, and come to find out the next day, some of our crew that were with me that I thought were trusted individuals, they're not, cannot be fucking trusted, not to take care of me, not in a situation like that. No, they didn't order mimosas. They ordered whatever that fucking thing is where they make a mimosa and dump a shot of vodka in it.
Oh.
Yeah. And I thought, starting out, I'm like, this tastes different. They're like, it's just the orange juice.
Don't trust this.
I mean, let's get like 5 more, right? Because that seems like the right thing to do.
100%.
Dude, here's the end result of that night. I went out with 3 folks, okay? None of us went home together. One of the individuals walked home because he lived down there, but he walked like 5 miles to get home. On his way home, he took a nap on a bus stop bench.
Man.
And then he got lost and took another nap behind a bush. And I think that's where his girlfriend at the time found him. Because I don't know if she had the GPS on his phone or what, but like eventually found him asleep behind a fucking bush on a side street somewhere.
God.
One of the other boys, I know I had a sports car at the time. And I remember like he went harder than I did and got done dirty earlier than I got done. And I found him in the back seat of my sports car. Like, sports cars, they don't have like a bench seat in the back, right? They they got that little hard plastic thing in the middle. He's like back arched, head like cocked off on the side, feet come like up and out the passenger window.
Comfy.
His spine probably still hasn't recovered from that nonsense.
Crooked like a question mark.
Dude, just like holy shit. And speaking of the dude, and maybe this is indicative of a larger issue, but I'm not judging because goddamn, I've been there. But you just talked about the fish sandwich. This dude told me he woke up with an entire fucking burrito in his hand one time. He just woke up like using a burrito as a pillow. He's like, where the fuck did this come from?
This is convenient.
His name rhymes with Mary. So you just imagine him waking up just
oh my
eating
god,
a beefy bean burrito from Taco Bell, man. Like, golly, man, alcohol,
yeah,
it's a hell of a drug.
Definitely weaning myself off. At least so I think that I am. We'll see. We will see.
Yeah, me too. Meanwhile, I got my wine that I'm working on. If I finish that, I'm gonna open that bad boy up.
Oh snap! Yep.
Yeah, buddy.
Bullet.
We might not get there tonight, but
yeah, man. That's. I
mean,
mean,
it's always fun to reminisce over some drunk stories.
There's a lot of them. There's definitely a lot of them. Good times in Mexico, good times in Japan, good times in Turkey, good times in Europe. Pick your choice. You know what I mean? Like, jeez.
You ever gotten so drunk you just decided I don't need my clothes? Fuck my clothes.
I am not a get naked type. You know what I mean? I'm a nighty night type. However,
Yeah.
I have not gotten to that point. You know what I mean? Where getting naked is like the go-to. I get for me, getting tipsy. I rapidly decline in terms of my energy because it's like this crazy rush, and then I'm like, I need to take a nap. I need to get up out of here and go to bed. You know what I mean? And I'll push and push and push, but yeah, when the recording stops, that's how I got lost in Hollywood. Shit. So,
I did that when we were in Mexico. I don't know if you remember, we were at Papa's and Beer, and now I'm going to tag Papa's and Beer in this post, in this podcast. But yeah, we were at Papa's and Beer getting right. We had bottle service. Remember that? There was like 11 of us. We were rolling deep.
Yeah.
Dude, I just hit a wall. I looked around. I was like, anybody ready to go home? I think it was one other person that was like, yeah, I guess I could. I was like, I am one drink away from getting stupid. Like, I mean, like, yeah, taking my clothes off, walking out on the dance floor. Just, yeah. You wanted the show? You're going to get the show.
Making your own music.
Yeah. Let me clear my throat.
They're like, he's a one-man band, man. All right.
What's happening?
Yeah, man.
Who here plays the skin flute?
Like,
no. But down there, they probably, dude, I've seen some weird stuff down in Mexico, man, south of the border. It's
Mexico's, there's some places I want to go to. Mexico's pretty huge. There's a lot of places I've yet to visit that I want to go check out. Like Oaxaca. People were telling me about Oaxaca. And
where's that?
I don't know, to be honest. I couldn't really tell you. It's in Mexico. That's where it's at. But they say, they said, do you want to have like the best food, like traditional Mexican food? Go there. They said like it's more old school, and it is probably the best place you ever go to in Mexico. I was like, all right, bet. I mean, I gotta go down there. I've heard nothing but great things about it. They said the food, all the culture, everything. It's just like the spot. It's like old school type shit. So I was like, all right, bet. Oaxaca, Sayulita is another place I want to go. Just like on the beach, a little beach town, whatnot. It's kind of like, not like it's some hidden gem, but like people don't really go there, because it's just kind of like laid back, real chill, beachy type place. I heard they got like little like casino type deal down there as well.
Hell yeah!
But yeah, that's a place I want to go check out. I mean, there's a bunch of spots that I'm like.
Curacao? I know it's not Mexico, but it's getting down south, dude.
Yeah, I heard
that place is fantastic. Yeah,
one of the ABCs. Yeah, man. It's definitely places yet to go for sure. Definitely
so what's like next on like the bucket list of spots to go? And let your answer be driven based on the beverage that they have at that specific location.
Man, we're talking about
I tell you mine
beverages.
right now. I want to have actual absinthe.
Mm. Who's
Right?
got actual absinthe though? I mean, Europe, I would say, like has a bunch, but anyone in particular? Amsterdam. Yeah, I'd be able to go there.
Yeah.
I want to go there. Yeah, I definitely want to go check out Amsterdam. But if it's
See,
based on like,
I smoke cigars, right?
mm-hmm.
But I don't smoke anything else, right? I don't do anything else. Like, so I'm not so much interested in that, even though I know it's like the capital of all things illegal, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But like some absinthe, I hear some of their shows are legendary.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't mind having some absinthe and watching the show.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Let's just see what it's all about.
100%.
Who knows? I might walk out just being like, you know what? Fuck that dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
That was
God
awesome.
damn. Wow. Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Shit, I didn't know Owen was here too. Yeah.
He's over there like crooked ass nose. I mean,
wow.
If I had to, so if I'm having to choose based on like the alcohol, I don't really know, like where. I don't know like what I've had that yet. I mean, I've had absinthe, but and they say it's got the wormwood in it, but I don't really know the difference between all that. I mean, if I had to choose like a place and a drink, there's places I want to go, but it's not because of the drink. You know what I mean?
Where's there somewhere you would like to go and just enjoy a drink? Like,
I would like to go.
World, you know what I mean? Like Tokyo. I've never been there, but I hear there's some phenomenal rooftop joints there that are just
you lose your damn mind out there, man. For me, I like the last time, one of the most epic times I went down there, I told people like, yo, we go down there, we're gonna just rage. Do you understand me? We're gonna get locked in Tokyo. We're gonna live our best life, and I'm gonna just flow with me, right? Just flow with me, please. And so I remember the night one, we ended up going, we were down in Shibuya, just bouncing, finding bars. They're letting us in. I'm like, bet, let's do this thing. And we're having a blast. And we ended up going underground. I mean, so we're like in this, underground clubs, bars, hidden everything underground. Went hard in the paint. I'm talking, of course, sun is up. Everybody's going to work and I'm heading home. That type of deal. And of course, everybody's like, yeah, I think I'm good. Yesterday was great, but I don't want to go back out. And I was like, no, we don't have to do that. We don't have to go that hard again. So let's just go, like, not as deep in there, but let's just go back down. But we'll keep it very simple. We go back down. Day 2, I was like, well, shit, yesterday we went underground. Let's go on top of the world. And so I told somebody, I was like, hey, pick a building. Let's go see what's up. And she was like, that one. I was like, shit, fuck it. Let's go find out. I look at it and I was like, okay, that looks like a bar. Like on the side of the building, it's got like the different floors of what they got. And we all get in there. I just hit the top. Boop. Open up the door. Nothing but Japanese folks in there, right? And I'm like, oh, shit. I don't know where I'm at. Never been here in my life. We walk in, and I was like, hello, you mean konnichiwa, like, and I don't, my Japanese is like done. I don't even know how to like say what's going on anymore.
The Kobe, the Bryant.
Yeah, baby. I'm like, goddamn, baby. Yes, I'm back. You know what I mean? And so we walk in there, and the guy was like, and I'm able to understand like enough, and he's got decent enough English. And he tells me, I was like, can we, partake? He's like, oh, yeah, absolutely. I was like, I'll stop.
He's in LeBron James. He's in LeBron James.
I was like, yes.
Yes.
I'm buying out the bar. And I'm talking nothing but Japanese folks in there. The guy said, okay, what did he say? It was 3,000, basically it was $30 for all you can drink until like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, okay, so here's the deal. This is an outstanding place. We are the only people that are American up in this bad boy. And he said it's like $30 for all you can drink until like almost 2 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, this is a hell of a deal. And we're top of the world. And the place, this is like packed. And we're like, yeah, bet, boom. So we all get these wristbands. I'm ordering 2, 3 highballs and going, and we post up in the corner overlooking Tokyo. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's speaking Japanese. I don't know what's going on. There's some cuties in there. You know what I mean? Some of the fellas over there living their best life. The Japanese Jews kind of like eyeballing the one girl because she was attractive that was with us. And everybody's just having a blast, drinking, hanging out, and we're up there top of the world going in. I'm talking drink after drink after drink after drink. left out of there just blitzed. You know what I mean? And I was like, I love this town. I love this town. I love coming out here. You know, I can get ramen at
Now,
any
is
time.
everybody like pretty accommodating too?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, everybody was,
Oh,
it was just chill. And granted, they're looking at us like, what the fuck are you guys doing here? You know what I mean? But like, and that's just kind of like, it's always been like that, you know, like going places. I just like popping. It's easier when you're by yourself or maybe like with one other person, maybe two at best, you know, just because for the most part, it's like, okay, like, you know, it depends on where you go. Cause, you know, like I said, you know, our reputation isn't like the best in certain places. We get a little belligerent, you know, you come in there, chill. Most people are like, okay, you guys are cool. Come on in, have a drink and just chill. And you can kind of vibe with the people. You know, some people can't hold to their liquor. And they start acting a donkey and it ruins it for not only that particular group, but for everybody after you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but luckily, like they were like, oh yeah, come on in, da 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 da. And, you know, like I said, the guys are in suits and everybody's looking sharp in there. You know, I was like, all right, well, shit, man. Like, this is about as good as it gets, folks. Like, no one in here speaking English. This one guy, you know, what he was doing, he's talking to this one girl. It was like two girls, real cute. Comes up and he's got his phone out. He's using Google Translate. He's like, he'll show her. She's like, hee. And then she'll text back. And he's like, oh, okay. And he's texting. And I'm watching this go on for like 30 minutes. You know what I mean? I was like, look at this guy. Amazing, man. I love it, man. I love seeing like, you know, people talking without, you don't even need to know the language. You know what I mean? You're just on the same page, you know? I get a blast, man. I love running around this damn world, just figuring it out, you know?
I'm glad this episode ended up the way it did, man, because talking about like just traveling the world, drinking and enjoying people. I mean, once the booze starts flowing, we all speak the same language, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
We're all just there to have a good time.
Especially the language of love.
Most time. The old love language.
Hey, you know what? Okay, here's a country that I would like to. I mean, granted, it's not someplace I've been that's new, but it is a drink that I will go back there to partake, and that is Portugal for beirão. That liqueur that I love out there. That's it. It's got
what's that? What's the flavor? What's the essence?
It's kind of like a smoother, less. I say a smoother version of Jaeger. It's got that anise, and I don't even do that anise flavor that Jaeger's got, that licorice. But this one is like super smooth. I could drink it on the rocks or just neat, and crush a bottle and be in a nice zone. If I pair that with like a Summersby cider, that's a wrap. It's a wrap. Game over. Like game over. That's like I love that pairing. When I was out in Lisbon, that was like automatic. I mean, I remember I was talking to a bartender. She was like, "Oh, you like beirão?" And I was like, "What the hell is that?" Like, she's like, "Oh, you should try it." And then I was like, "Oh, snap, this is pretty good." I was like, "I've never heard this before." And I had a Summersby, like this one particular cider that I've only had it in Portugal, and that's been like something I dream about every time when I go out there. I love that combo. Love that combo. So, but I have yet to go to like I want to go to like Morocco and see what they sip on out there. You know what I mean? Like for me, like Africa's like my next big adventure. Like just bouncing around there. I want to start in Morocco. I'd like to hit up like Angola, Cape Verde, and then kind of make my way like further east until I get to like Ethiopia, and like I want to end there. You know what I mean? But Morocco, I want to start in Morocco, and then kind of flow from there.
Go further south, like
South Africa and all that. Yeah, Johannesburg. Yeah, definitely want to do that. You know, everybody goes there though. Like, I want to go like off the grid. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like to me, like nobody says, "Oh yeah, I just came from like Uganda." You know, everybody who goes to like South Africa. You know, I want to kind of do it backwards, where I'm going to places where people are like, "Why'd you go there?" Like, because nobody does. You know what I'm saying? Like,
aren't they in a constant state of war? Why the fuck would you go there?
It's like, yeah, but they were like nice though. You know? It was cheaper.
It was cheaper, yeah. We had a great time for $5.
Yeah, exactly.
That movie, Euro Trip. They ended up in Eastern Europe. Right?
Man, yeah.
You know, they're like, we have a nickel.
They got a nice house. Yeah. Exactly, man. It was like that when we went to Romania. I was like, I could have swore I dropped like, I'm talking, I'm buying drinks. You understand? Like me and the guys I was with, we were buying some serious drinks. And I was like, fuck, man. I'm like, I'm gonna go. I done broke the bank on this one. I was buying too many drinks. We got right. And I'm like, I don't even want to look at my account. And I'm trying to I looked at my transactions. I was like, $35. That's all I spent. I was like, what? And I'm talking like, when I got the bill, it was like $1 billion. I saw all them zeros on there. I was like, oh my God. Like, fuck, man. No. I was like, damn it. I was like, Charles, you're an idiot, man. I was like, oh my God. And then when I saw that conversion,
do some dishes around this place, or
yeah.
what?
Hey, listen, ma'am, don't even worry about it. I've been here before. You know what I mean, just where's the sponge at? You know, let me go and get that mop as well.
Have you ever been with a black man before? Because I'm willing to pay for this in many different ways, other than cash.
You ever had some Alabama black snake?
I know you see that movie Black Snake Moan.
Yeah, I mean, I saw that bill. Like I said, I was like $36. Like, that's it. Well, that's amazing. Like, this is awesome. I was like, yo, I'm coming back. You know, yeah. Romania was wild. That was interesting. I'd never been Eastern Europe because people were like, it took a while to get through like the tough exterior with some of the females out there. Like one of the guys I was with, he was just like, yeah, you know, hey, what's up? Chicks are like, kind of like blowing him off, and I was like, oh shit. And I was like, you know what though? Like, I kind of heard that, you know, women are a little like, you know, a little tougher, you know, out in Eastern Europe. I was like, you know, you gotta kind of warm them up a little bit, you know. And he was like, no, fuck that. Like, no, man, like that chick's being a bitch, blah 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 blah. I was like, ah. And then so like this one particular girl, I'm talking, this girl's like maybe 5'11", pushing 6 feet, gorgeous, like gorgeous. And I'm assuming that she was Russian, but I don't know. I asked her where she was from. She's like, that's disrespectful. I was like, understood, my bad. So I'm not even gonna go with you. I was like, I'm from America, but wherever you're from, like that's fine. You know what I mean? She's like, why do you want to? She's like, Americans always want to know. And she's like, giving me like the riot act. She's going in on me whole time. But and you know my style is like, she's amazing. You know what I mean? Because the whole time, that doesn't deter me. Just because you start yelling at me, I'm thinking like, oh wow, like you're very attractive when you're like, man, like wow, this is amazing. Wow, you know. You know what I mean? So she kind of goes on, and I'm like in La La Land, like, yeah, tell me more about how much of I'm an idiot, da 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 da, right? And after a while, I'm like, well, shit, man, like, you know, you want to like go grab a drink? And then she was like, bah, 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 bah. Yeah, sure. I was like, oh shit, okay, bet. And so I went and I go grab drinks, come back. And we start kind of chatting, you know, start asking other offensive questions apparently that I didn't know about. She's like kind of going in there, bah, 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 bah. I was like, oh yeah, sure, like, understood. I didn't know, blah, 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 blah. And then we're dancing as she's talking shit. And I was like, yeah, absolutely. Let's get right. Let's get right. Absolutely. Yes, ma'am. You know, yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, unless you know, she was like, and I'm like, and I'm sitting there looking back, and I was like, hey, man, I was like, you just gotta get through. I mean, it's like an Oreo cookie, man. You gotta get to that soft, creamy center. You know what I mean? But I'm talking, she was going in on me. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, like whatever, man. But you're still here. You're still here. You know? And then she's like, yeah, we're going to the beach tomorrow. You guys should come with us. Yeah, of course, sure. Let's do that.
Hey. Hard to get doesn't mean impossible to get.
Man, no. I mean, shit. You know, I remember we went to this other little town called Constanta out there in Romania. And I'm talking like we're on the beach, beautiful Black Seas right there, all that. I go to the bar and I just happen to look over and I was like, oh shit, this black dude's there. I was like, what the? It's like, what are you doing here? And he was like, he said something to me. It was English, but it was a super thick accent. And I understood it enough because like I'm gone enough where everything kind of just makes sense to me. It's kind of weird. If I was sober, I wouldn't have understood shit. But the fact that I was tipsy, I was like, yes, of course, you know? And so he tells me, he's like, oh, I'm from here. I'm from Romania. I was like, there's black folks in Romania. I was like, what brought you to Romania? I was like, I'm out here visiting, but you're like from here. Like, you speak the language. He's like, oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. I was like, amazing. Just like I was watching the long line trying to get out of the Ukraine. This is like one thing I picked up, right? This is right when the war kicked off out there with Russia. The main thing I picked up was like there was this long line of guys interviewing, and you know, everyone's trying to get through the border. Nobody's worried about COVID, da 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 da. And as he's walking down, I was like, oh shit, that's a black dude. Like, what the hell? Like, get out of here. Like, we're out there in the Ukraine too. And you see like all these folks, right? It's like one guy, I was like, oh snap, that's wild, man. I just don't expect that. I don't expect it. I don't expect us to be in the Ukraine.
That's probably the best part about going places you've never been before is getting to experience the unexpected.
Man, yeah, people get around. You mean like there's this girl I met in London. Shit, we're deep in London. When I say deep, I don't even know where the fuck I was at. I just know I was in London somewhere. I ended up at this Cuban bar. Me and my buddy of mine, we go over talking to these girls, and there's two. I mean, they're all Brits. Two white chicks though, one Asian girl, and they start talking. We start introducing ourselves. The Asian girl's just like, "Well, I'm Brittany." And I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "Yo, you got a thick ass accent." I was like, what the? I'm thinking, because in the States, I mean, granted, I guess it's like probably the mind blown could be the same here in the States, right? Like, but it's like normal. I don't know. Like, I didn't expect her to have a thick ass British accent, and she's like, "Oh, well, like for me, like I was adopted, and I've been here like my whole life." Fucked my whole world up, man. I was like, "Yo, talk to me." Like to me, I just thought it was amazing to hear such a lovely accent for such a lovely creature. You know what I mean? I dig that. I mean, it'd be like if I don't know, what's something off the wall? Let's just say like some black dude that grew up in Japan, customs and everything. That's all he's known, and then he sees me, and I'm like, me. You know what I mean? And he's thinking like I'm some weirdo, or like, hey, or whatever, that would blow my mind. It would blow my mind. I'd be like, man, that's crazy. Like, how'd you end up over here? Probably some leftover, some service person, some military guy got right and then just burned out, which it sucks, but
I love it.
It happens. I love it. You love it? The kids got abandoned.
But he made the best for himself, is what I'm saying,
His mom took care of him.
He realized his potential. He's like, I don't belong here, but goddamn, I'm gonna make myself belong. Anyway, on that note, hey, we're at time.
Indeed.
I want to thank everybody for joining us for an hour of storytelling.
Yeah, I appreciate the hanging in there for the ramblings. You know what I mean? Like,
man, you know what? I think it's great. Look, we'll summarize here. The gist is, it don't matter where you go in the world. There are good times to be had.
Oh, absolutely.
The goal, I think, would be to just go and fucking experience it. Everybody talks about, it's expensive, it's hard to do, it's whatever. Man, you got one life. You got one life, And, like what is said, I think I read this recently, like the most common things that are said on the deathbed is, I didn't travel enough, or I didn't spend enough time with my family. Well, fucking do those things. You know what I mean? Money certainly helps, but if you're out here constantly trading your time for dollars instead of making your dollars work for you so that you can go and experience this incredible world that we live in, you either get busy living or you're just dying slow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
get busy living, get busy dying. Absolutely. Well,
hey.
All right, man. Till next time.
Sign off. Till next time.
Cruxman out.
See ya.